My name's Amy, and I am going to bring you along to the journey of me moving to London. So, let me explain things a little bit. So, I am 32, single, got no kids, no family, no mortgage, no car loan, nothing like that. And no partner, which is good. And so I've decided, I'm sort of at a point in my career now where I've hustled really hard to get to where I am. But I don't want to go, I'm not quite ready to take that next step to do my master's, to then kind of settle down a little bit. So I was like, why don't I go work as a physio in a different country and travel at the same time, you know? Why don't I do that? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move to London and work over in there. There's like a lot of sports jobs, I think. There's some opportunity over there that I could pursue and travel at the same time. So that's what I'm doing. So I started this journey in January this year. I wasn't sort of 100% at the time. Like, it was always something that I've wanted to do, just in the back of my mind. Like, I always sort of half left the door open. For instance, I wanted to work in a hospital just in case I decided I was going to move to the UK. I wanted to keep that hospital job just in case I wanted to move to the UK, you know, type of thing. And like, when I was in my undergraduate degree, I was like adamant moving. Like, every single day I would check rent, I would check flights, I would check, like, I'd be watching British TV shows like Bargain Hunt and Antique Roadshow, and the train, there's like a train one on SBS. Anyway, I would watch all of those shows because I was like desperate to go. And like, you know, because I went on holidays there and I loved it, fell in love with it. It was Christmas time. And then obviously watched Zoe Sugg and Mark Ferris and, you know, those. Back then it was like Casper Lee and all those. So I was also watching those and obsessed. And I was like, I really want to live there. Anyway, I did think for a long time that the career that I'd chosen wouldn't get me there, or I couldn't work over there because I had, not even like that I couldn't work there, just like because I needed to hustle towards working in full-time sport, you know. And then I've since realised this year that it's not all about the destination, it's about the journey, and I'll get there eventually. I might be a little bit older than some people, but that's okay. I could be a bit more experienced as well, and because I did start my physio career a little bit later. So I think I've just sort of realised that it doesn't have to be like, because I have a bit of a type A personality, like, okay, by this time we've got to have this, and I've got to be doing my master's after 3 years, and I want to be, by 5 years, I want to make sure I'm working full-time sport, not in the clinic, and then have a business and blah, blah, blah. But I think I need a bit of an adventure, a bit of a break, and while I've got the opportunity, why not? Because a lot of people my age don't have the one professional job, the money, or they're married and stuff with kids. So they don't tend to go this late. But I'll have money and a professional job, and I'll still be able to travel, and I'll be able to work in any place, particularly because I'll be able to get I'll get my Irish citizenship through my grandfather, and therefore my Irish parasport. So that'll be very, very helpful. So I'll be able to work mostly around the UK, but also then like Europe and stuff if I've got the opportunity. That should be great. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm registered as a physio in the UK now, so that's all sorted. That took about 4 months or so, just back and forth with the uni and like having to fill out this bloody huge document and references and all this. Anyway, a lot of work put in, but I got that, and now I'm just waiting for my Irish citizenship to go through. So that's due next month for that to go through. I'm praying I don't need to send any other documents back to them. So it's the documents that are there, all originals, like birth certificates of me, my dad, my grandfather, their marriage certificates, like copies of passports, like death certificates, like all this stuff that's just been sitting in Ireland for 9 months, which is wild. And then for them to be like, oh, we actually need, because I think one of the driver's license expired while it's in the pile, or maybe just before. So I'm a bit worried about that, but that's just like, that should be easy, just a photocopy. And then I have to send, so they'll send all the documents back, and then I've got to send the documents, other documents, some of them that are already there, like my passport and stuff, and my birth certificate, which is already there, back to them again to get my passport. Like, can't they just keep it and just do it all at once? That would be so much easier. Anyway, so I'm just waiting for that to come through. But in saying that, I'm very, very grateful that I've got this opportunity to do that. So I'm not complaining. It's just like a long process. Clearly, Irish citizenship is in high demand, which, you know, don't blame them. Apparently it's a great thing to have. But yeah, I'm excited for that to come through. But so I'm kind of just in limbo land in the moment. I've told everyone now, except for my 2 close school friends. I've told my boss, so he knows. I'm sort of not telling my clients unless like the conversation comes up somehow, but pretty much, and obviously all my family know. My other work knows that I've finished up there. So now it's just the waiting period, but it's kind of the exciting time because, you know, I've been working 2 jobs for the past, nearly 10 months. So one of those jobs just finished up. So that's really nice. So now I've just got 1 job, so I can actually enjoy life a little bit in Melbourne before I leave. So my plan is to make sure that I live like I'm a tourist for the next like 6 months before I go, without spending too much money though. That's a hard thing. So I'm trying to save still. And yeah, just live it up a little bit, you know, spend time with my family, some friends, get out of my comfort zone, practice doing that, because I'm going to be very much out of my comfort zone. I booked a pilgrimage to Anzac Cove or Gallipoli for Anzac Day, which I'm very excited about, which is, you know, quite important to me because my grandfather fought in the war in the Royal Flying Air Force, yeah, RAF. His plane went down, he survived, but we've got all of his journals and stuff. So it's pretty moving and sort of exciting too. It'd be really something I've wanted to do for a long time. But yeah, I don't know how this little series is going to go. Maybe no one will watch it. But like, if that was me, right now, I would love to be watching someone going through the journey of moving over to London and all the cool things that sort of happens leading up to it. I might insert a little clip here of me getting the email about my physio registration. Oh my god. I'm a physio in the UK. I don't know how often I'm going to update, if I'm going to update every time something happens, maybe every week, maybe how I'm feeling about it. I don't know, maybe weekly updates, who knows. I might have 3 people that watch it and that's okay. It's just something more for like, and just so I can look back and be like, oh, I remember that time that I moved to London. Oh my God, I was moving to London and all the lead up, you know. It's like exciting, I want to go, but it's also, I'm trying to enjoy like the process because that's what it's about. It's enjoying the journey, not the destination. The destination was beautiful though, mind you, oh my God. But when I get there, it's not going to be easy either because obviously I'm going to have to find somewhere to live and like find a job because I won't get a job until I get over there. So many people are asking me that, but like, no, there's no point getting a job till I get there because I don't know how long it's going to take me to settle down. That's why I'm like trying to save, so I don't like, but saving's hard though, far out. Like hardcore saving is like really kind of depressing because you can't do a lot of stuff, but I've got to think, now it's getting closer, I've got to just think of the end goal. Like think I could have like bloody having a beer in the pub instead of having coffee here. So yeah, anyway, thought I would just share my little journey with you. Thanks, bye.